name is Alexis McKittrick. I serve on the board of directors as Society Secretary for FY19. I'm a chemical engineer by training. I have a bachelor's and a Ph.D. in chemical engineering. I went for an advanced degree, a Ph.D. degree, because I was really interested in research. I went into corporate research and development at Praxair Incorporated once I finished up my Ph.D. at Georgia Tech, and worked in private industry for about 5 years. Got some really great experiences working on creating new research ideas as well as commercializing products in the field. I then moved to DC and moved into a federal government role with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. I got an opportunity to work in their climate change division, both on regulations as well as data analysis around greenhouse gas emissions from a variety of different sources. As a chemical engineer, I found that my kind of process expertise allowed me to work and play in a lot of different sectors and analyze and come up to speed on a lot of different fields in a really short period of time. After about 5 years at the US EPA, I went to IDA Science and Technology Policy Institute and really taking my research and analytical expertise and applying it across the science and technology policy spectrum. When I started my professional career in the Buffalo, New York area, I became president of a relatively small SWE section called Western New York, which is most of the Buffalo area. And I will say from the moment that I started working with the other volunteers there and started organizing activities, I was really involved and hooked on SWE and its mission. I then after I moved to the DC area, I was involved both with Baltimore, Washington section as well as the kind of mid-Atlantic regional level. I learned more about SWE committees, and I was able to lead a couple of those, both on government relations and public policy and strategic planning, before ultimately joining the SWE board of directors. So one thing that I really love about SWE is that they have a volunteer leadership role for you no matter what you're interested in. And I've gotten a lot of opportunities across kind of a wide variety of different areas and a lot of professional development experiences through SWE while still getting to serve its mission. So as Society Secretary, I get the opportunity to work on a lot of strategic as well as tactical components on the board. I work really closely with the President on board agendas and planning out what the board will do and work on for the year. I also manage board communications, and I have 2 different SWE groups that report to me. One thing I really love about SWE is its reach. We obviously do a lot of work that impacts our members. We do a lot of work that impacts the community around us, a lot of outreach to folks that are hopefully coming up through the engineering pipeline, as well as outreach to external stakeholders, from companies that employ engineers to academia to nonprofits. I think that there's no better venue and opportunity to impact the world of women in engineering than SWE, and I want to continue to help with that mission. And so I continue to be involved with SWE in order to make sure that that impact continues and that we can keep moving SWE's mission forward in an ever-changing environment. My advice for new members is just to get out there and make connections with folks, especially at conferences, in person. Join a committee, join a group that you're interested in, an affinity group that resonates well with you. So SWE just has a lot of opportunities for whatever your interests are, as well as whatever type of volunteering that you want to do with the organization. The one piece of advice that I have for women engineers interested in leadership is to own what you do and to take on new challenges. So I found in my career that there's always somebody looking for the person that's going to take on that next hard, interesting challenge and do it. Raise your hand, take it on, and once you solve it, take ownership of it and brag about it. Be excited about it and make sure that everyone knows the great job that you've done. That's a really great way to not only build confidence in yourself, but also show your skills and value to your organization, to SWE, or whoever you're working with.